The breakup of Tate McRae and the kid Leroy wasn't just a split. It was a full-blown public spectacle. But what happens when the main proof of cheating is a single tip to a gossip blog? The battle is fought through song lyrics, and the truth is buried under an avalanche of fan theories? The most dominant narrative points the finger directly at the kid Leroy. That story caught fire when the gossip account Deuxmoi published a tip that Leroy was seen holding hands with a short and blonde woman in LA, just as breakup rumors began to swirl. To millions of fans, moving on that quickly was a clear admission of guilt. Before the implosion, theirs was a romance that started as a friendship and then exploded into the public eye in early 2024. For a year and a half, Tate McRae and the kid Leroy were Gen Z's undisputed power couple, seemingly untouchable. The first clues were scattered for eagle-eyed fans. A selfie from a trip to Mexico where Tate appeared to be wearing his shirt, followed by a coy sunglasses emoji from him that ignited speculation. Soon, the hints became impossible to ignore. Cozy dinner dates and holding hands at the NHL All-Star Game. By April 2024, during a concert in Dublin, Leroy gave everyone the confirmation they were waiting for, pointing to the side of the stage and introducing the Canadian pop star as his girlfriend. Every public appearance was a masterclass in modern celebrity romance, a living highlight reel of couple goals from Super Bowl parties to the French Open. Laroi even publicly praised her intense work ethic, admitting her drive was an inspiration. But behind that perfect facade, Tate confessed to feeling immense pressure, revealing she was terrified to sing in front of him for the first time. Then, the fairy tale began to crumble. After they were last seen publicly in March 2025, the summer brought a tidal wave of breakup rumors. The first place anyone looks for proof is social media, and the evidence was damning. It started with the classic digital severing. The unfollow fans quickly noticed the two were no longer following each other on Instagram, which was followed by the inevitable purge of a year's worth of happy photos. From their feeds, Tate's feed underwent a noticeable shift, with her usual professional posts being replaced by moody, cryptic captions that hinted at a messy and emotional split. The rumors solidified when she celebrated her 22nd birthday in Saint-Tropez, noticeably alone. On July 25th, the kid Leroy finally addressed the growing chaos. As accusations flew that his team was orchestrating a smear campaign against Tate, he posted on X. "So y'all know I have nothing to do with this, and I do not co-sign this behavior whatsoever." In that same post, he shared a text to his team, a message seen by millions as the final confirmation of the end. "Tate and I are on good terms, and this just looks messy. Hasta después, whack." When musicians break up, the world gets a soundtrack to the heartbreak. On September 5th, 2025, Leroy dropped A Cold Play. Fans immediately began dissecting it as a song about Tate, pointing to lines like, "I still got up all of our pictures, baby, because I still love you." But it was one specific line that felt like both a confession and an accusation. "Who was I to think that I could fix you, baby?" The retaliation was swift. Just 3 weeks later, on September 26th, Tate McRae fired back with Tit for Tat, an assertive pop anthem dripping with defiance. The title itself was a declaration of war. She sang, "Let's go song for song, let's go back to back," and then delivered the final blow, a direct lyrical rebuttal to his song, "Fix your fucking self. Kiss my ass for that." For her army of fans, the musical battle was over, and a villain had been named. With the relationship officially over, the public autopsy began. At the 2025 MTV Video Music Awards, their body language said everything their lyrics didn't. They attended separately, maintaining an ocean of distance between them. The sudden split, the cryptic social media activity, and the lyrical sparring all seem to point to a story of betrayal. Yet other narratives persist. Some see a tragic breakdown in communication, perfectly captured in their Dueling song lyrics. Others point to the immense pressure of two skyrocketing careers that were simply moving in opposite directions. And then there's the undeniable distortion of fame, where a private heartbreak is twisted into public content. In the end, two warring stories remain. There is the fan-fueled narrative of betrayal, with Tate as the wronged party and Leroy as the clear villain. And then there is the kid Leroy's public statement, insisting it was an amicable split and that all the drama is just internet noise. Tate, for her part, has claimed her song was written from a place of empowerment, though she's never confirmed who it's about. There's no smoking gun, only lyrics left open to interpretation, and a trail of social media clues that create more questions than they answer. It's a classic celebrity breakup for the digital age, playing out entirely in the court of public opinion. But the breakup didn't just live in headlines. It lived in hints. Every post, every lyric, every public moment was dissected like a crime scene. Fans became digital detectives, searching for truth in between captions, playlists, and paparazzi shots. Shortly after the split, Tate posted a black and white mirror selfie with the caption, "Lesson learned twice." That simple line sent the internet spiraling. Was she implying she gave Leroy a second chance? That betrayal had already happened once before? Within hours, TikTok was flooded with theories linking the caption to a cryptic line from Leroy's earlier unreleased demo, where he sang, "You said you'd stay, but you left me on red again." Then came the mystery of the necklace. In late August, paparazzi photos showed Tate still wearing a silver chain fans recognized from Leroy's old Instagram story, the same one he once called his lucky charm. That tiny detail divided fans into two camps. Those who believed it proved she still had feelings, and those who saw it as a quiet way to reclaim something that once defined them as a couple. Meanwhile, Leroy's behavior didn't help. Though he denied the cheating allegations, his appearances told a different story. At an after-party in Malibu, he was spotted laughing with an unidentified blonde woman. And even though no romantic behavior was captured, the visual echo of that original Deuxmoi tip reignited the entire scandal. The phrase "short and blonde" trended again, and Tate's fans flooded his comments with clown emojis and broken heart memes. Yet what people forget is that behind all the chaos are two real humans, both in their early 20s, both under relentless scrutiny. Tate's rise in 2024 was meteoric. Her single "Greedy" had turned her into a global pop phenomenon almost overnight. Laroi, on the other hand, was navigating a creative identity crisis after years of being labeled as Justin Bieber's protege. Insiders claimed that tension sometimes crept into their relationship, not as rivalry, but as imbalance. Tate was living the dream she'd worked for since childhood, while Laroi was trying to rediscover his. And that's where the heartbreak starts to make sense. Sources close to both said their relationship was deeply affectionate but emotionally exhausting. Tate once admitted in an interview that she's hyper-independent and struggles with vulnerability, a quality that clashed with Leroy's intense emotional style. They loved hard, but they also fought hard. One insider put it bluntly, "They were great together until the spotlight got too bright." The songs that followed only magnified that dynamic. In A Cold Play, Leroy doesn't sound like a man angry about betrayal. He sounds disappointed, wounded, almost regretful. There's a quiet sadness beneath the beat, but when Tate dropped Tit for Tat, it was clear her tone had shifted from sadness to strength. The track felt like a reclamation, not just of her story, but of her voice. Still, fans couldn't help noticing one haunting detail. Both artists performed their breakup songs live for the first time within a week of each other. Leroy in Sydney, Tate in Toronto. And both paused mid-performance before singing their respective "you" lines. Neither has ever explained why, but to their fans it was the clearest evidence yet that the wounds were still fresh. Then came the awards season at the VMAs when the camera panned to Tate during Leroy's performance. Her expression, unreadable but focused, instantly went viral. Was it indifference, pain, or just professionalism? In the age of social media, even a blink becomes a statement. Behind the curtain, however, there's a quieter story. Mutual friends reportedly say there was no grand betrayal, it's just burnout. Two careers, two massive egos, and zero space to breathe. Fame doesn't just magnify love, it distorts it. When you live online, every smile becomes a rumor, and every silence becomes a confession. Maybe that's why both of them have remained so careful about what they say publicly. Neither wants to fuel the narrative, but both are trapped inside it. And as long as fans keep connecting dots, their story will keep evolving, long after the breakup itself has faded. So what's the real story? Was this a classic case of cheating told through song, or a massive misunderstanding fueled by fans hungry for drama? Let me know your theories in the comments.